I'm going to have you watch this quick little video that shows you how to find a line slope using just the two coordinates by finding the difference with the coordinates, which gives you the rise and gives you the run. Alright, so here we go. The video. I want you to watch it, and then I'm going to have you make up 3 examples of your own to just give a try. I'm going to have you turn that in on Monday. Alright, so here we go.
Video lesson from echomath.com. In this video, we will be discussing how to find the slope of a line passing through 2 points. Let's begin by discussing what is slope. Most basically speaking, slope is the ratio of rate of change between the y values over the x values. In other words, the most common way to express slope is rise over run, where we express the difference of the y values as the numerator and the difference of the x values as the denominator. This is shown by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This right here is the equation of the slope of the line passing through the 2 points given. Let's look closer at this equation. Here, outlined by the red box, are the coordinates of the second point given. When we're dealing with these types of problems where we need to find the slope given 2 points, it is normally custom to take the second point and write those coordinates first. You write the y in the numerator and then you write the x in the denominator. This is why we see y2 over x2, and then we're going to subtract the other coordinates. Here, outlined by the blue box, we see y1 in the numerator and x1 in the denominator. These are the coordinates of the first point. Let's now take a look at an example. Find the slope of a line passing through these 2 points, 2, -1, and -5, 3. So what have we got here? We got 2 coordinate points. The first coordinates are 2, -1, and the second, -5, 3. So how are we supposed to plug these 2 points into the equation of slope? Well, let's take a look. Here we can see the parts of the coordinates labeled. This is how we're going to plug these points into the equation. When I go to the equation, when I see the x1, I'm going to plug in a 2. When I see the y1, I'm going to plug in a -1. And when I see the x2, I'm going to plug in a -5. And of course, with the y2, I'm going to plug in 3. Here we can see the points have been inserted into the equation of slope. 3 minus -1 over -5 minus 2. 3 corresponds to the second y coordinate, while the -1 is the first y coordinate. Then we have the -5, which is the second x coordinate, and then the 2, which is the first x coordinate. So we go ahead and evaluate the expression. 3 minus -1 is equal to 4, and -5 minus 2 is equal to -7. Notice we place the negative sign beside the fraction and not leave it with the 7. The reason we do this is because it's easier to not get confused thinking that the 7 representing the change in the x is negative, which would mean that we're going backwards on the x-axis. This is not the case. When we're talking about linear equations and slope, we're always talking from left to right, just like we read in English, left to right. So the proper way to interpret this slope here, -4 over 7, is to say that we're actually going down along the y-axis 4 units and then over on the x-axis 7 units to the right. This concludes the video lesson. Thank you for watching. For more information on this and other math topics, please visit the website echomath.com. You can also submit your individual math questions there and any suggestions for future.
Okay, so for your homework, I would like you to make up 3 of these yourself just to practice. And again, what I want you to do is make up 3 problems. Just change these numbers up a little bit. You could use the exact same numbers and maybe change 1, or you could change them all up. And I'm going to have you turn that in on Monday. Just give them a try. Good luck.